Hi.
Hey guys, this is Tara Woodruff here with one of our awesome team members, Stephen Thompson, and I'm going to demonstrate how to build a capture page with the template number 14 inside your Power Lead system. And I'm going to do a lot of screen sharing, and hopefully both of us will have it's always something to learn in there, so I wanted to make sure we had a step-by-step video for you guys. So I'm going to share the screen. Say hi, Steve!
Hi, everybody.
All right, boom. So once you get into, I'm going to start at the beginning. I've made a lot of capture pages, as you can see. When you log on, this is where you end up, right? You got the easy button, which is a great addition. They just put that in there. But when it's time to make your main capture page for whatever it is that you want, you go to Capture Leads here. It's the second tab. The drop-down menu is Lead Capture Pages We Created. You're going to click that. Then you're going to, right here, it says click to make a copy of one of these pages so you can edit it.
Oh, it's not.
That's the one you're going to use. Hi, baby. So this is going to say become a prospect for whatever I want, because we're going to set that up as we go. But you're going to scroll down all the different capture pages until you find template number 14. As you can see, I've used it a couple of times. Like right here, but I want to find a blank one, a plain and simple one. I'm going to copy this page, template 14. This, you can have a video in or not. It's up to you. I don't usually put a video in it because no matter what I do, the video seems to be too small for the rest of it. It doesn't stay congruent. So I'm going to put Steve. You're going to make sure you title this copy so that you can locate it again, okay, under your websites. So, Steve, you would make it whatever it is that you want to remember how to get here.
Okay.
Show the survey, yes, because you want to definitely at least grab the name and email. You can get even more complicated. You can go ahead and pre-qualify a lot. The thing is, with capture pages, the less amount of information you want, the better. So I always do first name and email. So you make sure step number 2 is check that show the survey. And then step number 3 is choose which autoresponder is sent out when the survey is taken. So you pick promote your primary. If you're making this to promote your PLS system, you would pick one of the PLS system. You can create your own campaign, but for the purpose of this, I'm going to promote the primary, if I can find it, of course. All members. This one has 16 messages that go out every other day, so it's a really nice campaign. These particular emails, as you know, Steve, because I'm on your list, are value-based emails. They teach you different things. They use the story form. They're awesome. They're excellent copy, and they're very unspam-like. So it's excellent for almost any business. There's very few businesses that I wouldn't add that to. So then you assign your domain. So if you're using, like, my main domain is helpfulentrepreneur.com, you would set it for yours. I'm going to make mine Steve, right? Because I don't want to switch up what I have for my main domain. Then right here, step number 5, when using the domain above, where do you want the prospects to go after they've completed the survey? Now, I always suggest after doing a Ryan Dice email marketing campaign that you actually have a second capture page to recapture them again. And that particular capture page, and that would be one of the simple ones, you know, just the name and email with a pretty background picture or something, that they recapture again there. Well, let's not get into that. Let's just do this the right way. You're going to put this to the main website you want to see. If it's not your regular main company URL that you have on file, you want it to be another, it can go right here. The the fourth option, another website. So say if you have your replicated site you want to send to right off the bat, you could put it here. If you have something different in your main URL. Number 6, this offers bonuses. This here is really great for internet marketing landing pages. Actually, I've used it a few times, and I get leads from it. They get the opportunity to either get a free ebook for filling out the survey. It's all about marketing. They're actually decent. That's good training in there. And then you can also, they'll have another ability to get other bonuses, 5 of them actually, if they put in 3 of their friends' emails to your survey. So if you're doing an internet marketing style thing, this is okay. If it's a traditional multi-level marketing, I wouldn't. I would leave that alone. That would just turn people off. But I've gotten quite a few referrals from people that have filled out my thing. So keep that in your head for later on. But for purpose of this, we're going to say, no, I do not wish to offer bonuses at this time. The description, short description, Steve Thompson, Coach Steve Thompson, golly, it works, you know what I mean? Something like that, a brief description, and then here you would do traditional SEO keywords, like Coach Steve Thompson, it works. Not it works. Why am I thinking it works? Who knows? Oh my gosh, Shakeology, you can list all the different kinds of workout programs they've got that are really popular. This will start bringing your capture page up into the search engine. And step 8 here is what you want for the submit button. So you could write anything like, just sign up for my newsletter now, or enter your email for the bonuses, or enter now, or order now, anything you want. I'm just going to write now. And you save these changes to your web page. Now, down here, this is any bullet points will be left blank, will be removed, these fields, except for HTML tags. In this area, you want to add bullet points. Reasons why they would want to, what stands you apart from the crowd, and so forth. So, because Steve is awesome. Oh, look, I'm not even writing. And then I'm going to add another one. Steve's a dad. And then I'm going to add another, you know what I mean? So you can keep going with these. Because I just want something to be there. So I have 3 bullet points. I believe you can add up to 8. As many as you want, whatever it is, So you save these changes and you move to the next step. Now you have the big box.
Wow.
Yeah. This here, of course, we're not going to keep. So you're going to click that, and you're going to have some options that are available back here. There's some that you're going to have uploaded. I don't have any made for you, Steve.
No.
But basically, the size of the image, if you create your own custom image, the size is going to be about 900 wide and 200 tall. So I'm going to put a Power Lead System one in there. Okay, so that's a big image. Now, what I do to make things really awesome, I'm going to show you a sample of one of mine. So just hold on one second, because I really think that this makes it even more dynamic. Anything 3D really just makes me crazy, so I absolutely love it. It may take a minute longer, but it's not going to be like everybody else that's using PLS at all.
Oh.
Yeah. Now I just got to find it. I want to find it for you before we go on. Kimberly and Tara, let me text that link. Nope. Get out of there. That's a hangout. Ah! See, I should have this drumming coaching package. Test link. This is it. Every single one of these things is an image.
Boom.
I don't type into the boxes. So let's go back and I'll give you an example. See, my bullet points are down here. These are the only things that I don't have an image for. Oh, go back here. Nope, not that one. This one. So here's the pre-headline, right? So you click on that. You see this little box? Can you see it? Where it has the mountains and the sun?
Yeah.
You're going to have a photo bucket. If you don't have a photo bucket account now, open one up. They're free.
Okay.
All these images, I'm basically going to tell you as I go here. This particular one is going to be 900 wide by, anywhere from, I think mine is 900 by 100 on this one. And what I do is, I'm not logged in. I create it on PicMonkey. I put it as either a transparent background and then I put some shading on it, or I don't put it on a transparent background. I leave it white and I make sure there's a drop shadow behind it so it kind of sets out like, have you ever seen Kara's page?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I did hers. What is that? Explode Your Biz?
Yeah. ExplodeYourBizWithKara.com.
Of course, I can't spell.
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't this coming? It should come right up.
Mm.
Let's hope that's right. Hope I spelled it correctly. See that? That's a 900 wide with a drop shadow. Another 900 wide with a drop shadow. And another one. Here I wrote on hers, but as you can see on mine, I used an image. You can tell because it has a drop shadow on the letters. Another drop shadow. And another drop shadow. And then this one is another, but we'll go back in here. So if you were going to do that, you would upload your picture to the photo bucket, and you would take the direct link, and you would put it right in here, and you would make sure the width was at 900. It'll automatically adjust the height so it doesn't get crazy.
Okay.
You know how it could be. It could make an image look really ugly if you don't have that right. And then when you're done, you just say OK. And of course, it's missing. I didn't put a link in there. But since we don't have that, I'm going to go ahead and put Steve's info here. I'm going to make sure that that's in the middle. I'm going to make sure it's the color I want. Just so you know, blues, dark blues, they incite feelings of trust. So try to use them for fonts. Or drop shadow. A lot of times in my drop shadow, I'll use a blue or something in the blue family. I'm going to make this much bigger. I'm going to go 36. I'm going to change the font. If you're going to use just a font without using an image, this Lucenda Sans Unicode looks so good. It's just slightly different than the Arial that's on everything, but it just, for some reason, I think that's beautiful. But you could be, you can experiment. There's not an awful lot. You could do New Times Roman, Omaha, or you could even do Comic Sans. I think. Where is it? Yeah. So now we got Steve's info here in Comic Sans. When you're done with that, you say OK. And then here's your next one. This is automatically going to be red. So you can change that if you don't like red. The reason why a lot of things are red, yellow, and blue is because they're action colors. Some people are tired of looking at them, so you don't have to use the red anymore. More info. And this I'm going to make even bigger. I'm going to put it in the middle. I'm going to change the color to... I'm going to keep it that same dark blue just to have... Maybe I should have the same font as well. Let's have fun with this. And when you're done with that section, you say OK. Then you're going to introduce your video. Even if you choose not to have a video, you still put something here. If you're not going to put something here, make sure you erase that, because it will show up on your final edit. So if you want a box to be empty, just make sure all the directions are erased out. And then, but if you do write in here, or you could still, again, use the image, I suggest you do, just because it's better. It just looks really good. Now this one doesn't have to be really big, but I will make you a little bit bigger. And I'll make sure that you're... This one I'll make red. I'll make this exciting. So now you'll have a Steve Has Awesome videos right there. Again, here, you can use an image again for this spot. These dimensions, which I'll make sure I have in the description of this video, and I'll give to you, Steve. These dimensions you want 400 width, and for like this top section here, you would do a 400 by maybe 100, and put it in there. But because we're not using images right now, I'm gonna write. I'm gonna tell him, give Steve your info. I can adjust the color here. I'm gonna make this bold. I'm gonna give it back the Comic Sans. Give me a dark blue, and I'm gonna give your background a yellow. Put it in the middle. Okay. Oh look, I can't spell. Give Steve you info. And this, what they have written here, I love what they have written here. So what I'll do is I'll copy and paste this and use it and put it on my image that I'm making in PicMonkey. Simply enter your name and email address in the form to get instant access immediately right now. I think that's hysterical.
Yeah.
So I always use that. So I'm just going to alter the font. I'm going to make it red. I'm going to make it bold. Give it a, that's too big. See, 48 would be too large. 36 is too large. And then I put it in the middle so it looks congruent. Okay. And now they have this. They put their name, email in, and right here, whatever you chose is going to be the color. It's also a hover over. You see how it turns yellow when I go over it? That's pretty cool. And then here's your additional headlines, and I'm just going to change the font just to keep it looking fun. And I'm going to make it bigger. I'll put it in the middle. And say okay. So Steve is awesome. Steve's a dad, and because I said so. Here's another place to put your photo. This would be a 600 width. By any size. You could really make this a long sales page if you wanted. There's no limit to how big these little areas are. This is just an idea how to do it, you know. So you could make those, as long as they're 900 wide for the large ones, you could really make them long. So you could have one of those really long, extensive sales letters, you know, where lots of information in it. The only thing is you can only put one video here.
Okay.
So if you needed that video on there, that would be the only spot you'd put it. Also, here's another spot. Click here to edit this information. This is going to give your information. And then here is yet another one of those where you just press the button. It's flat to the page. And you pick either one of theirs, or well, obviously you're going to pick one of yours because this you're going to use for your main website, right?
Yeah.
So they got all sorts of crazy stuff back here. Have you ever used Xheader?
No. X header.
That's definitely an awesome tool for making things like this nice and flat. But since I've really gotten to love PicMonkey and photo something or whatever in Canava, I don't really use Xheader that much, but they have a lot of good templates for this size. So basically, you would have everything you got here. Your main thing that you would upload here. Let me upload a picture. So you would just choose File and pick the picture, open it, and submit. And there it is. It'll look broken, but it's not. Check that out.
Cool.
See, there's no limit to how big the box is.
Oh, wow.
So that, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get crazy. And all of, like, these guys would need the link from the photo bucket if you wanted to use images to create that kind of 3D look, like what this has. And these were created on PicMonkey and then uploaded to photo bucket, and then I brought the links over. So it's definitely, there's a lot you can do in here. They could all be, it's just crazy what you can do in here.
Yeah.
This one's a lot of fun. So, you have the idea of this one so far?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so I'm going to move to the next step because there's more steps.
Mm.
Okay, we got the bullet points. We have the edit text we just did. Now we're going to set the background. Super good to keep a lot of white going on, but at the same time, if you see with her, I have a very deep blue here.
Mm.
That kind of keeps you focused on the center.
Cool.
You can make it anything you want. And then what do I have for Kimberly and me? Oh no, I hate this stupid thing. Well, how about I just wait until I get there? But Kimberly and I, we have like a periwinkle. Remember, blue keeps people feeling comfortable. So that might be a really good idea. You wouldn't want to do something like this. Oh, where'd you go? What happened?
Mm.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to do a really bright red. This will distract from your information.
Mm.
You could do a, this is kind of girly, but people are calm with blue. And that, and then you could deepen the color. That's a nice blue. That's almost like a charcoal.
Wow.
You could do green. What are your company's colors? What are your main colors?
Oh, I use a lot of blues.
Okay. So you can even go a really light blue, almost a Facebook color blue.
Yeah. Oh.
Like that. I
Yeah.
mean, so you could pick. Now, when you're done selecting the color and playing with the cully wheel, right here it's going to have this flashing banner. It says, you have one change pending. Click here to save change. So you save it that way. And it'll tell you up here your background color, and it'll give you the page color number. So say if that was the color that you liked, and you want to go back and fix your art, if you created those images, you could save this color code and use it for your font or your drop shadow. So it's super conducive and cohesive. The next part is to select a video location. So you can pick a video from the library. You can pick one from your YouTube. Like you have the one you use for your video capture page.
Okay.
You could have that with sound on this. I'm going to show you what it looks like with a video on it, okay?
Okay.
And then I'm going to come back and edit it with no video so you can see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But we're going to choose one from the video library. We're going to move on to the next step. We're going to select one. I'm just going to pick any random one. This will give you a demo. Blah, blah, blah. You got it. You know what that means. And then you save the changes. Now it's done. So what you do is you view the website and you make sure that it looks like you want it to look. Pause that video. These videos will generally start on open. I don't love that, but that's up to you. You kind of have to decide what it is you feel comfortable with when you see a landing page,
Okay.
you know? But here, there's a lot of dead space. It kind of takes away from all the work you did in all the other spots.
Yeah.
So it's really up to you whether or not you want to do that. If you don't want a video, I'll show you. Now this page, all you got to do is go to select video location and say no, I don't want it. And then I'll show you what it looks like now. Now it goes right down the middle, just like it should.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that looks better.
Yeah. I would tell you how to change the color of this button, but I don't know how. And maybe it's not so much that I don't know how, but I think it's in the source code.
Yeah.
And that could be that can get complicated. And let me see if I can find the source code. I don't think I can. I'm sure there's a way to get in there, but they're not offering a source button. So that's the red it's going to be, which is a good red, so that's fine.
Yeah.
But that's with the video. This is without the video. Let me open this back up. Does that help you?
Yeah, definitely.
So I'll have this saved so you can go back and pause it if you want as you go, and I'll send you the sizes if you do want to do it that way that I showed you.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking make like a free consultation or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Very good. I like that a lot. Free 15-minute fitness consultation.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be great. I can't wait to see it. Please make sure that I get to see it.
All right, yeah, I'll show you before I put it out.
Yeah, because if I catch a mistake in there, or if it's not quite centered, oh! Before we go, I gotta show you this.
What are you drinking?
Coffee.
Oh.
I wish it was a scotch. Okay, when you put the image in, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna have the image here. Don't make it blue. You know how you can make it blue and relocate it?
Yeah.
Make sure the image is not blue, and you just make sure it's centered by hitting the center button. It'll automatically go right to the middle.
Oh, okay.
Okay? That took me a while to figure out, and I had a lot of landing pages with the banners going off to the side, and off to this side, or off to that side, because I kept trying to make them blue and center them like you would letters.
Okay.
Well, you would normally. You do that on a blog, everything, but not in this thing. This, you just leave the image in there all by itself and click the center button, and that's how you make sure they're centered.
Perfect.
Okay. Any other questions while we're here?
No, that was awesome.
Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, I love playing with this. It's a lot of fun. I get better all the time.
Yeah, pretty powerful system.
Yeah. Did you see the information on how to forward your email?
I did. Yep.
Because now everything's getting delivered.
Yeah. Cool.
So my open rates went from 15% to like 30. That's good. That means that people have been sitting on my list waiting for an email.
Oh.
And they're like, oh, finally got one. I send emails. A lot of emails. So, I mean, I have them already on the promote your primary.
Right.
And then I probably send one broadcast a day. So they're at least every 2 days they're getting 2, and every 1 day they're getting 1. You know, so it's I'm pretty consistent. So I noticed nobody was opening anything. I switched to the Gmail, and then somebody said, oh, no, you can just do this. The only difference is you will not get email notification when somebody opts in. You have to keep your eye on your campaigns that way.
Oh, okay. All right.
But it's worth it because it gets delivered.
Right.
Indeed.
That's cool.
Indeed. So if there's anything else, we can talk about it right now. If not, I'm going to get out of here.
Nah, I think I'm good. I'm going to have to play around.
Yeah. It'll take a little minute, but that's all right because that's a really dynamic page that you can You can do a lot in there.
Definitely.
I can't wait to see it. I have a good feeling about this.
Cool.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. I'll see you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.